and we are moving. We're starting the stream here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Stocks to Watch. How's everybody doing? You have found the channel Wall Street Sizing Up. We're sponsored by StockTrade.tips. That's our website. There's really nothing on our website. It just leads you to our StockTrade.tips Telegram channel. That's where you want to be. That's where the action happens every day. We had a great day today. The Russell was up. When the Russell is up, you know what else is up? Growth stocks. That's right. And what do most people trade right now are growth stocks and the meme stocks. All your meme stocks are pretty much growth stocks. So, or the reopening stocks, because there are some retail stocks in there. So let's do what we came here to do. We're going to give you number one, a couple of dark pool trades that we saw after hours that we like. That's one. Number two is one or two insider trades and maybe one hedgie trade on a 13D, 13G filing. So, and then we'll give you some tickers that are trending after hours as well. So with that being said, we're going to move. Let's go to it. Let's get to it. So first one is BMY. Now, the thing that I find interesting about dark pool buys is that they have these beautiful charts. Like, it's like they know what they're gonna do, and that's the whole point of dark pool buys. And so there's a tool that I use. You can buy. It's called Unusual Whale. I just can't show it to you for whatever reason. But anyway, my point is and they're very good. They're about $50 a month, but they're very good. They do about 100,000 things. Half of it, I don't even know how it works. There's a lot of options there, which is really cool. Not a big believer in options because they go a month out, 2 months out, 6 months out, whatever. I know dark pool, they're looking to make money the next day probably. These are buys that are over $10 million. And for the most part, these are over $20 million, right? And they're typically the ones that we look at are after hours. So the price that you see on your Robinhood, on your TD Ameritrade, before it goes into after hours is the price that they bought it. So I'll tell you that as well. So the first one is this one, BMY. You probably heard them before. Big Pharma, Bristol Myers Squibb. This is a little bit more of an expensive stock. We're on Finviz.com. They bought the dark pool. They buy in blocks. This was just one block. Bristol Myers. Somebody bought $31 million in the dark pool after hours at 68.73, right where it sits now, right? You can see it's in an uptrend. The wick touched the bottom of the trend line and bounced up and then over the trend line today and outran it. It is a huge float, no real short interest. See if we can get a price target. The last one was on July 27th, which was 74. So it's got some room to run. If you want to put some money in this is probably a very, very safe bet. Next up, let's keep moving. CNQ. You probably have not heard of them. They are Canadian Natural Resources. They are energy, oil and gas in Canada, clearly. Again, you see the chart. It's in a very, very, literally a 8-month uptrend. You can see where the trend lines are. You can see that it's been just hanging out at 32.75. Well, guess where they got it? CNQ, $23 million buy in the dark pool after hours at 32.75. So I'm seeing here that this thing, for me, it could run. It's right there now. It could run to the 20-day, which would be a 33.97. So watch the pullback at 30. Well, it could at about $34. Watch the pullback. That's the way that I would play it. Has a huge float, no short float. June 11th, it has got a buy of 44. So it's got a lot of room to run. Next up, Cisco. This used to be the stock of the 90s and the early 2000s. They've been outrun. They've been hit by a lot of competitors, their new one is Zoom. So look at this trend chart. Here we go again. Nice uptrend, just basically following the trend line all the way up. Dark pool buy, $42 million after hours at 54.77. You see that's where it's at there. It looks like it's bounced off this trend line, or it came down to the trend line, and they're expecting a bounce. It's exactly what's going on. So it opened, they are expecting a bounce up. So the way that you play this is, this thing better open up. If not, it could probably fall. I'm trying to look at some. Oh, it could fall to $54. So you're looking for a bounce. If you play Cisco, CSCO, you're looking for it to open green. If it doesn't open green, don't buy, get out, forget about it. All right, next up is CERN. I don't know a lot about CERN. Didn't know a lot about CERN until I looked them up a little bit. CERN Corporation they're in information services, but they're particularly just for healthcare, right? So again, not the most beautiful chart, but in the last 6 months, 4 months, great chart. And what we're looking at here is CERN dark pool bought after hours, $56 million buy. $56 million buy. So when I look at 13G and 13D by Hedges that file, there are times that you'll get 10 million, 16 million, 30 million. Very few times you get a $50 million buy, right? If you do, that is called high conviction. So there's high conviction here. So what's happened to this stock? They got in at 78.76, which is where this is, which is exactly right on the 50-day, right? So same thing here. Went up, wick went up, it came back, and it landed right at 78.76, right on that trend line. So tomorrow, same exact thing that you want to do with Cisco. If it does not open green, okay, then it is not a buy. Now, I will tell you this, with such large quantities of stock, if these guys get, it's $78, right? So if they're getting $1 or $2, they're happy with that, and they'll pull the trade. So understand that. And so if it does open green, it goes up 2, 3, 4%, and then it starts to come down. I can guarantee you what just happened is they just sold. So on CERN, only a $300 million 300 million shares float. That's still a big float. 5% short float is not very big. Let's look. So the last one was in April, or really 1st of May, price target, and that was $79. And so they're kicking on that now. But that was a long way away. If there's any news, no news today. So there you are. There is CERN. All right. Next up, let's go to our insiders. All right. So let me refresh this really quick. I think it's big enough for you guys to see. We've had 2 new ones. This is all right, so you're going to want to look at AFI for sure. This is brand new since I've been recording. They got it exactly $4, so this makes me think that it might be an option. The Air T is definitely it says that it's an option. These are all options at $16. Ryan's all options at $16. So really the only one that I really like that I actually put up in the channel today was MTEM, Molecular Templates. This was, they had multiple filings. That's what this M's for. Biotech Target, that they bought a million one, or they increased their position by $1.1 million. It's only a 2% increase in their position. It's a $7 stock, so I would be looking for that one. ANIX you might look at as well. All right, let's go to the Hedges. The Hedges are, let me refresh this one too. I'm trying to make these big enough for you guys to see. Really not a lot that I like in here, guys. There's just not. I've gone through them. They're from June 30th, July 14th. I'm not seeing any usable, or the volume's low. There was one that I did like, and TCRX, T-Scan Therapeutics. You want to look at it. It went public. We mentioned them, I believe, on Friday, or stocks to watch on Saturday. You may look at them again. RA Capital, they are very, very good at what they do. Peter Klashowski over there, and they love biotech. So they sized up there. So that's really it. So if you want to look at the trending stocks, what's trending on Reddit, we've got support. It's been at the top for a long time. It boomed today. It was I know it opened at 34%. I don't know where it ended at. Atosa looks good. It didn't have a great day today, but looks good tomorrow per the TA. Zella, same thing there. Not a great day today, but looks good on the TA. You know the rest of them. Wish, App, Wave. Let me see if there's one that I really like. But anyway, this is at swaggystocks.com. Go look at it. You don't have to look at it. Just if you go to our Telegram, it's free. We only ask for tips. Tip the bartenders and the waitresses just as if you got a drink, right? It's free. So just jump into the Telegram. I give you this information as the day goes on. All right, so there's that. I wanted to do like what the Senate, like what your senators are buying. There's really nothing great or anything really like really recent, except for like ETFs and stuff. Yeah, so none of that. So let's go to crypto really quick. Give you my thoughts as I look at that. So this morning when I looked at crypto, we were at 40K. We went down to 39. We might have even broke that in like 38.8, but we're back up to 40. Now it's just gone underneath 40, but having a great day. Again, how I like to trade this, if you haven't learned from me before, I don't trade Bitcoin. I just don't, right? I'm just, if it goes to 4,000, it goes to 4,000. I'm going to hold it. If it goes to 0, I'm out of effing luck, right? Fuck it. So that's my one YOLO call in trading, and that's it. Ethereum. I do trade Ethereum. I do trade some other shit coins. Let's just say that. I still like them. I hold a couple bags of them. But let's say Ethereum is up 2%. I try to find a coin that I like that is not up 2% and go trade it, like Solana here. Love Solana. It's an FTX blockchain. It was created by them or financed by Alameda. Also like Matic right here. I would look at Matic right now. I would trade me some Ethereum, my bag there, and I would go get me a little bit more of the Matic. I like me some Theta as well, right? So, if you're in the top 25, you're probably a really good crypto. One of the things I'm watching now too is that I like to buy these coins that actually have some revenue behind them. And what I mean by that is that the crypto exchanges, like crypto.com, the BNB coin, right? They're not per se going to throw off dividends. I get it, right? So it's not really a cash flow. It's not like a stock. It's not like a divvy. I get it. But it's part of a larger organization, and that's what I like as well. Or I also like the coins that have good communities, well-known communities, and fanatical communities. That's how Apple got big, and that's how your coin's going to get big. Just like Bitcoin, big cheerleaders in that crowd. Ethereum's the same way. Cardano's the same way. XRP is absolutely the same way. XRP Army, shout out to you. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've taken up enough of your time on a Wednesday. I appreciate you. Jump in the Telegram channel. It's stocktrade.tips. Just find us on Telegram. We appreciate you. Watch your 6 for Hard to Paint. We'll see you next time, guys. Appreciate you. Really do.